welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Tonight I'm going to answer more of your questions. Stay tuned! Happy Saturday night, Zonies! I wanted to first, right off the bat, this morning I dropped a video called Wear a Damn Mask. And there's some interesting comments on there. People that you could say, Sour Patch, cut it out. People that you would say are called anti-maskers, okay? Some of you have been going back and forth with them. What's up, Michelle's daughter? Here's the thing. Believe it or not, there's people out there that believe the earth is flat, right? They believe the earth seriously is flat, like in the days of Columbus, my great-great-great-great-grandfather, right? No matter how much you talk to them, no matter how many charts and information you give them, there's no unconvincing these people that the earth is not flat, that it's actually round. I could show them pictures from satellites. I could have people, astronauts that have been up in freaking space, talk to them. It's not going to change their opinion. It's the same thing here with the anti-maskers. You could talk all day. Don't bother, all right? Don't bother. I hope all those people get the Rona and they leave, okay? You know, what's sad about the situation, the majority of my viewers live in Arizona. I looked at my stats right before I started this. It's about 60% of my audience is in Arizona and approximately 40% is in California. And a very minuscule amount are elsewhere in the country. But, you know, it's still a red state, you know? So there's going to be some Looney Tunes out there. Don't waste your time feeding the fire. I'm just going to ignore them. So let's see who's out in the live stream. Danny B, all right. Danny B, let's rock and roll. D Terrence 1, what up, Sammy? Talk about hot as balls today. Right now in the studio, it's 89 degrees. So it's been a lot hotter than that. So it's not so bad. I've had the door open for several hours. Desert Dreams, hi there, Sam. Robert Vogel, everyone should wear a mask. You're absolutely right. But there's some people, they think it's a conspiracy. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not going to bother getting into the arguing with them. I'm just going to ignore them. It doesn't matter. And just so you guys know, in case we get a troll on here today, I have a zero tolerance policy now. I'm not going to get all stressed out. If anyone says anything that I deem inappropriate or insulting to me, and I don't mean in a joking way, I'm going to freaking cut them off right then and there. I'm not playing games, especially with these idiots. So we're going to have some fun today. So you've been warned, trolls. I'm not playing around today. I can just right click and remove you completely so no one will ever see your comments on this channel ever again. So be nice. Okay, here we go. We got more comments out here. Michelle's daughter. I've been here in Arizona for a year this month. Congratulations. Danny B, I'm in Cali by the beach. Thank God for the breeze. Tippy Toes. Hi, Sam. What's up, Tippy Toes? Taylor, Sam, I got my notice. Oh, you got your notice from YouTube that I came on live. Okay. The 30 Knob. Chicago checking in. What's up there, Chi-Town? Tila, wear a damn mask. Respect science. You ask too much, Tila. You ask too much. You know, there's people that believe the earth is flat. You ask way too much that science is a thing. So guys, I put out the call. I said, I'm not doing one of these live streams unless you guys, the Zonies, ask me 10 questions in advance, because the last live stream I did, YouTube, for whatever reason, did not send out notifications. There was hardly anyone on. I did like a quick 10-15 minute talk, and it was dead. There were no questions in advance. It was my fault. I didn't ask for questions in advance, but I expected some sort of interaction, but there was nada, zilch. So this time I wanted to come in prepared. I wanted to have a whole list of questions. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I've been dropping brand new videos every morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. And I have about 29 of them queued up total, all right? So I got quite a few more coming up, and they're just snippets primarily of these long live streams. But anyway, I hope you guys been enjoying them, and you know, I'm going to cut out a few more out of this too. My goal is to have a total of 30 of these Rant with Sam videos. Because, let's face it, for you guys who've been watching the channel a while, you know, I've said everything I could possibly say about living in Arizona. I'm not an Arizonian, you know. I'm from New York, New Jersey. I mean, look at the shirt, look at the tattoo. I've done over 300 videos about Arizona. I have nothing else to say. This channel has morphed into more about comedy, about me just cheap therapy, blurting stuff out, getting stuff off my chest, doing these live streams, some interaction. It's not about Arizona so much anymore. And I realize the channel name is Arizona Living. But you know what? I live in Arizona. So no matter what I do on this damn channel, it's going to be about me living in Arizona. And no, I have no intentions of changing the name of the channel. But I will put out different types of content, like the videos I've been dropping in the mornings are called Rant with Sam, all right, which Tila suggested. So thank you guys. So let's see what other comments we got over here. Go to the gym, you made it. Congratulations. I'm glad you made it safely. He had a long drive into Arizona. Tippy Toes, Sam, I have a question. If you were a flavor, what flavor do you think you are? Wow, okay there, Tippy Toes. I think you asked this previously. I'm definitely not vanilla, all right? That's for sure. What flavor would I be? I'm brown, so I'm going to go with coffee, you know, like vanilla bean coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, you know, that's the flavor I think I would go for, you know, with a little mocha on top, some chocolate, you know, because, you know, I'm sweet sometimes, but it's coffee, so it's a little bitter, you know what I mean? So I like that answer. I just came up with that right off the cuff. That's pretty amazing, you know, right? I didn't even think about this in advance. So the 30 knob, check it in. Okay, sorry, I already read that. Okay. Go to the gym. I just experienced my first monsoon in California. I didn't know they had monsoons in California. Go to the gym. In Seattle, we call it a sprinkle. Very funny. Desert Dreams. In Chicago, almost everyone wears masks, but a lot of men wear them on their chin with their nose and mouth hanging out. It's always men. What gives? So it's actually a mask just for their neck, right? I don't know what to tell you, my friend. I have no explanation for you. Phil, hi Sam, hit 97 degrees here yesterday. Hot for us. Yeah, hot for you over here in Arizona. They'd be wearing scarves, 97 degrees. That's a little chilly. Okay, here we go. Tila, okay, go to the gym. Yes, heading to West Hills tomorrow, then on to Gilbert on Thursday. So you're not here yet. Okay, Unbox Warehouse. Yo. Tila, Mocha Madness is your flavor, Sam. You know, the A-Team, they have their Thompson Cafe. They're supposedly going to make a drink in honor of the show. Call it the Zonies. And we had whole conversations about what the drink would comprise of. And they never made the drink. They never made it. So it doesn't exist yet. They had to shut down I think they shut down the cafe. But their restaurant, Thai Gourmet in Avondale, is still open. Okay, let's see. Jay DeQuinto, besides water, what's your go-to beverage? Alcohol, non-alcohol? Well, alcohol speaking, Jay DeQuinto, I do limoncello, as you know. And let me get some garbage. Okay, I just pulled this out from the wastebasket. I really dig these carbonated waters from Walmart, okay? Not a sponsor, but Walmart, if you want a sponsor, come on down. But I drink these like crazy. These are different flavors. There's some flavors I don't care about, but most of them I enjoy. So, and they're real cheap. They're from Walmart. I get like a ton of them at a time. So that's what I like to drink. This one was okay. This was black cherry. I like this one. The wild cherry, I think it was, I didn't care for. So that's what I like to drink there, Jay DeQuinto. Thank you for your question. Taylor, moving to the West Coast soon. How much are you paying for gas and electric monthly in August and the winter time? Well, last time I did gas, it was like $2.50 a gallon. That fluctuates daily. And in terms of electric, oh, maron. This past month, I think we paid like $500 on electric. And they gave me a warning. The next one is going to be like $485. Now, granted, I own a larger home. It's 2,100 square feet, and it's 2 floors. So we're home all the freaking time. So we try to keep the upstairs at 80, the downstairs at 75, and then at night we flip it because the bedrooms are upstairs. So it's expensive as hell during the summer, but you know what? When I lived in Jersey and I had to heat the home with oil, it was freaking expensive too. So it's a trade-off, you know? So I wouldn't have that discourage you from moving here if you're interested in moving here. More comments here. Cafe Bus Ellie. Okay, that was from Mrs. Marisi. I don't know what you're talking about, Cafe Bus Ellie. Phil, does dreams, chin bras. Very good, Phil. Chin bras, very good. Alexander S. Of course, my first year at AZ had to be the most consecutive triple-digit days. NorCal will be Canada to me now. Tippy Toes, do you enjoy your job, Sam? Wow, that's a good question. The answer is for the most part. No job on earth is perfect. What I do is very technical. I sit there by myself all day in front of my 65-inch TV at my dining room table. And for the most part, I enjoy it. There's certain things I don't like, which I'm not going to get into. But for the most part, yeah, it's okay. It's better than digging ditches. I've had 20 jobs in my career. Tippy Toes, 20 jobs, 20 plus jobs. So my beginning of my career, I flipped burgers at McDonald's. I worked at a police precinct, giving out firearm permits, believe it or not. I was a telemarketer. I was a mover. I made custom phone boxes. I've done a lot of stuff. Luckily, other than the moving stuff, none of it was really manual labor. But what I do now is white collar, and it has to do with technology. So I just sit on my ass. I'm not out in the crazy ass heat. How the guys build houses in this heat, I have no idea. How people that do landscaping in this heat, I have no idea. So overall, to answer your question, my job's okay. It's all right. Like I said, I've had a lot of jobs. I've seen a lot of bad places. Most people leave their jobs because they hate their boss. My boss and I are cool. I got no problem with him. So, for now, it's fine. I got no problem. Let's see what else is going on the stream. Andrew Labar, what do you think of electric car with no license needed in Arizona? What do you think of electric car with no license needed in Arizona? Oh, you mean like when self-driving cars you're talking about, that you don't need a license to sit in them and they drive you to places like a chauffeur? I don't quite get what you're saying there. The 30 knob, how many months of $500 electric bills do you get on average? 500 was weird. I had never, ever gotten a $500 bill for my electricity before. And it's because we're home all the time. Last year, we would keep the whole house at 80 degrees when we weren't home. And then when we got home, that's when we would kick it in. So, of course, it's going to be a lot more expensive now. But in regular year, my bills were pretty much like $300, $350 at most during a regular summer. But if you're with SRP here, the electric company SRP, once you've been here for 12 months, they'll dollar cost average you. So once you're here for 12 months, they can see how much you spend every month. Instead of you getting a huge $500 bill, it'll just be, I'm just going to throw a number out there. You'll get $200 bills every single month. So there's no surprises. And at the end of the year, they'll settle up with you. If they owe you money, you owe them a little bit of money. So you could do that, dollar cost averaging with them. They have a fancy term for it, but that's the basic gist. Tippy Toast, do you think tax increases are going to happen regardless of who is president? Yes, I do. Because the huge amount of money they had to give to everyone who was unemployed because of this pandemic, somebody's got to pay it back. It's got to be paid back. It's not going to just disappear. So guess who's going to pay it back? You and me, my friend. Danny B, parts of Cali are having blackouts because everyone is using their electricity full blast, AC time. I'm going to knock on wood here. SRP, everyone's cranking their ACs in the Phoenix area, and they rarely have any issues. Rarely is there a brownout. Rarely. But they've been doing fantastic. So I got no complaints with that. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm caught up with a whole live stream. Now we can actually start addressing some of the questions that were previously asked. So the first question comes to us from our buddy Phil. Sam, Arizona used to be a haven for those with allergies, as you well know. Not so much anymore. Is the primary reason pollution? I'm not a scientist, but I have to guess the answer is yes. Back in the day, if you had issues with allergies or asthma, doctors would suggest you move to the Phoenix Valley. Not anymore. Ever since the valley has really gotten congested with tons and tons of people, they all drive cars because the public trans here sucks. So yeah, it's additional air pollution from all the vehicles that could potentially, I'm not saying it's a fact because I'm not a scientist, but I have to think that might have something to do with the bad air now. When you're driving on the highways, and even on my phone, I get alerts about bad air pollution days, believe it or not. So it's a thing. Oh, we got more comments here. Look at that. Tila, yes, in Cali, they're called rolling blackouts. Cartoon Wife, we're used to that here, so it doesn't happen often. Hey, Cartoon. Tippy Toes, hey, Cartoon Wife. Cartoon Wife is downstairs in a nice, chilled living room, and I'm here in the freaking bootleg studio where it's 89 degrees, my friends. 89 degrees. Now, you may ask, Sam, why do you have a Honeywell thermostat in your room like that? Isn't that the kind that goes on the wall? Yeah, it is. But when we got ADT, security system, not sponsored, they hooked us up with Nest, thermostats. So this is one of the old thermostats we had on the wall. I just took it off, and I figure it's a good way to tell how hot it is in my room. It was originally in Rory's room, and now it's here. Andrew Asher, do they have traffic light cameras issuing citations? Yes, they do. I got one. I was, where the hell was I? The White Mountains. I was by the White Mountains. My mom has a huge plot of freaking land over there. And I was driving down there by the White Mountains, and I came home and I got a freaking ticket. And they took a picture of me. And I was speeding, apparently. So I'm told you don't have to pay them, but I'm pretty sure I did. I couldn't tell you how much it was. I think it was like $150, if I recall. My mom might have given me some of that because she felt bad because I was driving down there for them, but I don't remember. I remember it was more than just, a couple bucks. It was substantial, and I got the freaking letter in the mail, and it had a picture of me driving. So basically, that was the gist. So yes, to answer your question, yes, you can definitely get tickets here for speeding through lights if they have cameras. But if you use Waze, the app on your phone called Waze, again, not sponsored, they warn you when there's a light coming up that does photos. So you could do that, and they warn you. Tippy Toes, are you guys going with hardwood floors or carpets in your new home? My friend, we're going 100% wood-looking tile. So it actually looks identical to this. Identical. This is wood laminate we have in our current home, but the stuff we're getting throughout the entire house, we're getting tile that looks just like this, like wood. So that's the answer to your question there. And yes, it's going to cost a freaking fortune. But when I went to the design center, that was the one thing I fought about the entire time. And I was like, nah, we don't need this. We don't need that. Because I kept wanting to have extra money at the end to get all wood tile throughout. I'm sorry, not wood tile. Wood tile. Wood looking tile. Yeah. Yeah, okay, and this is wood laminate. Okay, I get confused between the two. This is wood laminate. We're getting all wood tile. Okay, it's tile, but it looks like wood. When I first moved to Arizona and I heard about this product, I was like, that's stupid. Why would anyone do that? Why not just get real wood? And it's a pain in the ass for maintaining here because of the heat and because it gets so hot. It's just bad. You're better off with tile. It's lower maintenance. It'll last forever, and it looks like wood, just like this, identical to this stuff, guys. The only thing is with the new bootleg studio, it's the lines are this way. The way we have it, the lines are going to be this way, sideways, as opposed to, you know what I mean. Anyway, let's see what other questions you guys got. Okay, Cartoon Wife answered your question. Danny B, do you know if the A-Team ever helps with the purchase of tiny homes? Well, before I go into that, this is who Danny B is talking about. If you're looking for real estate here in the Phoenix Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team, 602-376-0739. To answer your question, I have no idea if they do anything with tiny homes, but you can certainly reach out to them. When they came on the show a couple weeks ago, they said there's hardly any inventory, but I don't know if that includes tiny homes, all right? So you can certainly reach out to them and see, talk it out. I suggest you text them with that number I just showed, and they'll get back to you. In fact, I was just texting back and forth with Janet this morning about the sale of this house. So, we're thinking about putting it in the market in November, okay? So she'll get back to you, and you guys could talk on the phone eventually, and hopefully they help you out. So Let's move on to another question from our friend Phil. Not sure if you've seen the movie Click with Adam Sandler, but if you had a magic remote that would allow you to pause, rewind, or fast forward your life, how would you use it? That's an interesting question there, Phil. Now, little Rory, I've been asking her to build me a time machine. And I had her watch the movie Back to the Future, with the gigawatts and the DeLorean. And I keep telling her, I need you to build me a time machine so it can do something very simple. All I need is to go back in time 1 hour, okay? And then go back like the same time I left, okay? Why do I want that? So I can know what the winning lottery numbers are, go back in time, buy a ticket, and then go back to where I started, okay? So I have the winning lottery ticket, and I'm an instant millionaire, okay? That's what I would do. Now, I know your follow-up question there, Phil, with your big-ass TV and Tila sitting right next to you. I know what the follow-up question is. You're going to say, Sam, okay, buddy, let's say you had $15-20 million. How would that change your life, all right? I'm gonna use my psychic abilities, and I'm gonna predict that was your next question. What would I do with 20 mil? All right, after taxes. This is like the big bonanza freaking lottery. Okay, I'm not going back in time just for 1 million. Let's go for 20. Okay, after taxes. What would I do? I'm not sure. I would definitely be a snowbird. That's for sure. I would have a place in Jersey, which I live predominantly, and with Cartoon Wife and Rory, and then our house in Queen Creek that we're having built would be our well, not the summer home. The whole idea would be to get away from Arizona during the summers and come to Arizona during the horrible Jersey winters. So, I'm not into being flashy. I wouldn't get expensive cars. I wouldn't get boats or jewelry, or I would travel a lot more. There's a lot of places I'd like to go to, which I don't have the time or money to do. I would travel, and I think I would continue doing YouTube. You gotta do something. You gotta feel like you're contributing somehow, and I really enjoy this platform at the moment. So I would continue doing YouTube, and would I quit my job? Hell yes, I would quit my job. Anyone that tells you different is lying. Yeah, I would quit my job, but I definitely want to have some form of sense of, contributing. Like, I remember when I was unemployed for a long time when I first moved to Arizona, and I felt like my life was worthless because I wasn't contributing whatsoever. I had no sense of purpose. So it's important to have a sense of purpose regardless of how much money you're bringing in. You just feel like you're helping society in some form, So I hope that answers your question there, Phil and Tila. So let's move on to, let's see, what are you guys talking about over here in the live chat? What did I miss? Okay, Danny B, yeah, I'm thinking about buying some land south of Prescott and then parking my tiny home onto it. That's cool. I love Prescott. Prescott is freaking awesome. It's my favorite part of Arizona for sure. And I haven't seen all of Arizona, just to be fair. I have a buddy of mine that moved to Cottonwood. I've yet to go visit him. I might like Cottonwood better than Prescott. I don't know. But at this point in time, I've lived here like 8 years. I really like Prescott. If they actually had jobs there, I would move there. And they have issues with their internet. Their internet is shoddy. All right. So let's see. Tippy Toes, are you guys keeping your furniture and home decor, or are you getting all new? Tippy Toes, what are you doing to me, buddy? You're giving Cartoon Wife ideas that we're going to buy everything brand new. I'm not made out of money, Tippy Toes. Rory has not built me the DeLorean yet to go back in time to get that magical lottery ticket, my friend. What are you trying to do to me? So there's a couple things she wants to buy that are new, like the sofas we have downstairs in the living room are falling apart. And also, she said I could keep the dining room table and put it in the studio, the new studio. So she's going to need new sofas and a new dining room table. And as far as I know, that's all we're going to need initially, all right? So calm down, Tippy Toes. Don't be helping her spend my money. Okay, let's see here. Michael, hey Sam, I'm planning on moving to AZ in January. Phoenix is my likely destination. Cool. Cartoon Wife, our couches are beat up between kid and dogs, so we're getting new couches. New dining room set as well. Sam's taking the current table for the new studio. There you go. She said the same exact thing I said, my friend. See, I wasn't making that up. So let me take a sip of water, and then I'm going to move on to our friend Tila's question next. Tila said, Sam, Trump stated, did you really start it with Trump? Really? Trump stated that he will gain the support of the military to administer vaccines to the general public. Thoughts on that? He only has a few more months to do it before Biden kicks him out of office. You can't force the military to administer a vaccine. That's a health thing. Come on now. Come on, really? And Trump is doing everything he possibly can to keep that presidency. I got to give him some credit. He's pulling out all the stops, trying to defund the postal service so people have to actually go in person to vote to increase his odds of winning. I got to give him some credit. He's a fellow New Yorker. He's doing whatever he can, to keep the seat. I think it's funny. Cartoon Wife is appalled, but you got to give the guy a little bit of credit. What's the saying? If you're not cheating, you're not trying, So you got to give the guy a little bit of credit. Now, for you guys that don't know, I'm independent, all right? I'm not left. I'm not right. I think for myself. I'm not a parrot. I don't just repeat what I hear. I actually think, believe it or not. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. That's why I don't believe the earth is flat and why I think masks actually work. All right, guys. What did I miss over here? Cartoon Wife, eventually I want a new bedroom set. A new bedroom set? We just bought the bedroom set. What are you talking about? Just not a new bed frame. That's what I was talking about, the bed frame. And we got the dresser from IKEA. Oh, maron. Okay. Okay, next question. Thanks for your question there, Tila. From Daniel Bedoy. Sam, if you knew that it was your last day on earth, what would your last meal consist of? Korean barbecue, Mexican food, Chinese food? None of the above. I am a simple guy. I would take pizza, like good pizza, not shitty pizza, good pizza, and my grandma's cheese flan. That's it. Simple. So that's what I would have as my last meal, guys. Thanks for the question, Daniel. Let's see. Jim, Texas. Sam, without asking you to reveal anything too personal regarding your job, is your technical job something that you were experienced in, or did they train you? I was trained. Definitely trained. I had zero experience in that. It's IT related, sort of, kind of. My background, I'll give you a quick skinny on my background. I grew up in Brooklyn till 15. I moved to Jersey, and I basically, right out of high school, I went to technical school for computer programming, and I never did a day of programming in my life. I got into the desktop support realm, and I started to support CEOs of major Fortune 500 companies, kind of white glove technical support, you could say. And I did that for several years, and then I became a project manager, and then I moved from there to Arizona, and I got a job doing technical support again, kind of desktop support, and then I got a promotion to a different area, and then I got a few more promotions after that. But it's IT related, but it's not doing your normal desktop support type stuff. My title is analyst, okay? I'm an analyst. So, like I said, I just sit on my ass all day and look at a screen. So, Tippy Toes, how many driving trips have you done across the country? The only one I've ever done was moving from freaking New Jersey to Arizona. The one and only trip, and I drove with my dad, okay, my biological dad. We actually went from Jersey to his McMansion in Atlanta, and then from that McMansion, we went all the way to Arizona. And I think it took us 3 days to get from Atlanta to Phoenix because I was driving like 16-hour days, something like that. I was driving some insane amount of hours. And all that driving, I only let him drive one time for 1 hour. And that was it. Because he drives horrible. Horrible. The way he drove, he would slam his foot on the gas and then let go. So then I was like this, right? And then on top of that, he's driving like this. So the whole time, I was like, I was about to throw up. So as soon as we could, I got in the driver's seat, and every time he asked if he could drive, I'm like, no, it's all right. I got it. No, it's okay. I got it. I'll drive. It's okay. I know I haven't slept in 2 days. I'll drive. It's okay. So, that's the one and only time I drove cross country. And the way I did it, every 2 hours I would stop. Okay, every 2 hours I would fill the car up with gas, and get out of the car and stretch my legs. And that's how I was able to do it. I'm pretty sure I did like 16-hour days. Pretty sure. I drove a lot and it took us like 3 days. And Texas took forever to drive through. Forever. It's huge. Okay, Michael Weinstein, did you ever go to Albuquerque? No, I don't think I've ever been to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I did go, I actually got, there was like a station there for ICE, and I had no idea what ICE was. And I don't even know what it stands for. It's the people that can deport you, basically. And Immigrant Control Enforcement, I think that's what it stands for. Anyway, there was like this, it looked like a toll booth. And you stop, and they ask me questions like, where you're going, where you're from. And I was like, what the hell is this? So it was weird. And so whatever, it doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. I thought it was weird, but apparently that's a thing. I don't know how many people they actually catch that are illegal aliens like that, but whatever. And so that was in New Mexico. Let's move on to another question over here. Tila, Sam, what's your favorite Disney movie? Tila, you're really trying to get under my skin today. First with Trump, and now Disney. Everybody knows I hate the mouse, okay? But I got an answer for you, right? Disney owns Marvel, okay? So I'm going to go with Iron Man, all right? The original, the OG, Iron Man 1 for the win, all right? Because it's owned by Disney. But it's not Pixar. It's not one of the freaking Disney movies with cartoons. It's Iron Man, all right? So I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see. Another question here. From Tippy Toes, did you ever go down to Mexico? I've been to Mexico many times. I am honorary Mexican. My ex-wife was Mexican, and I would go down there often to see her family. I even went to a funeral in the heart of Mexico. I'll never forget it. You guys remember the scene from Godfather when they got married and there was a whole procession down the street following the bride and groom? It was just like that in Mexico, but instead of people getting married, there was a funeral casket, so it was weird. It was really weird, but it was that's the only thing I could kind of try to explain that it was like, that scene from Godfather, which Cartoon Wife has never seen Godfather, believe it or not. So yeah, I definitely have been to Mexico many times. Let me take a sip of water, and I'm going to continue answering the questions that were previously asked. We've been going now, guys, 33 minutes. Time flies, huh? 33 minutes. Give me 1 second, guys. While we wait, let me promote something. I haven't promoted in a while. Get your t-shirt here. Go to teespring.com/Arizona Living to get your Like a Phoenix t-shirt. Yes, guys. That was a shameless plug. I got to keep the lights on. All right. Whatever works, 10. Buckeye used to be a lot cheaper. My parents bought a home for $200,000 in 2018, gave 20% down payment, and are now renting it to let it pay for itself while giving extra money to pay it off fast. That's very smart. Mrs. Maria C., is it true that all Puerto Ricans curse a lot? I have not heard that is true, but I am Puerto Rican and I do curse a lot. So I am stereotypical if that is true. I can't speak for all Puerto Ricans. They didn't take a vote and make me their king. I can only speak for me, myself, and I. And yeah, I curse a lot. I'm from New York, That's how we do. It's a way of life. It's a dialect. Good question there. Tippy Toes, are you bilingual? No, I wish. I took freaking Spanish class for 9 years, and I learned un gat. But the funny thing is, if somebody speaks to me in Spanish and doesn't go hyperspeed, I can understand most of what they say. But in terms of me talking to them, it ain't gonna happen. Not unless I use one of them apps that I talk into it and it says it in the other language. Monica Garcia, what's up? Hi, Sam. I finally live in Arizona and I'm dying. It's hot. Apparently, I chose the worst time of year to move. I could have told you that, Monica. You don't move in August. Are you crazy? Welcome to the Valley, Monica Garcia. Take a drive to see your sister in San Diego. It's only 5 hours away. It's probably 70 degrees over there right now. I'm going to bust your chops about that. But yeah, welcome to the Valley. So your house got finished up over in Verrado, huh? That's great. They just broke ground on mine. So hopefully come March we'll be moving in. Hopefully. So that's why we want to put the house on the market this November. So Let's move on to the questions that were previously asked, guys. This is going beautifully right now. We haven't gotten any trolls. I've been smooth sailing. I got waters. I'm not completely dying over here yet. It's freaking hot as balls, but we're moving on. Okay. Tila, Sam, what's been your favorite memory of the year so far? Two things. Of course, us signing up to buy the new house, of course, yada yada. But the thing I'm most proud of this year of 2020 that I gotta say is that I put together this masterclass. You saw that coming, guys. I actually had on my bucket list for like 2 years now to create a masterclass, and here it is. Go to movetoaz.weebly.com and then you can actually get your hands on it. It's an hour and 42-minute masterclass where I address everything and anything having to do with moving to Arizona. I really did have this on my bucket list. It's not just a cheap plug. This is legit. I had this on my bucket list for a really, really, really long time. And I finally just said, you know what? I'm going to freaking do it. Because if you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll never do anything. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I had the outline for a long time. My mom got her hands on a magazine for people interested in moving to AZ, and I looked it over and I saw what outline they used, and I kind of made my outline similar. And I had a lot of ideas already, and so I spent the whole Saturday coming into the bootleg studio and recording it, and then I sent it out to some friends for their critiquement, and then Colleen and Alex, the couple from California that were interviewed here, Colleen ripped it to shreds. She's like, Sam, you need to change this, and this. And I was just like, Colleen, if I make all the changes you're saying, it's going to take me 3 years to make this. So I did what I could. I made it a lot better using her suggestions. So Colleen, if you're watching, thank you. I made it a hell of a lot better. It's a product I'm proud of. And I made a couple bucks out of it. Like I said, it's only $10. It's an hour and 42 minutes of this guy telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly about everything and anything if you're considering moving to the Valley of the Sun. It's not for people that already live here. It's for people that are considering relocating, specifically from California. So I made it with you guys in mind. So that's what I'm probably most proud of this year in 2020. Thank you for the question there, Tila. Oh, I see I missed a couple things on the stream here. Okay, let's see. Cartoon Wife, this year is especially bad too because our monsoon has been a non-soon. Ha ha. Monica, I've gone to San Diego every weekend since I've been here. That's awesome. Danny B, I grew up on LA traffic. How bad is Phoenix metro traffic? It's nothing compared to LA, but it does get hairy it did get hairy prior to COVID. In particular, if you lived on the East Valley, like the Gilbert Chandler area, and you're commuting to the city of Phoenix, the traffic's not great, but it's nothing in comparison to what you were dealing with in LA. If you live on the west side, commuting to the Phoenix is not as bad as commuting from the east side, because there's a lot more people who live on the east side because it's more desirable. So I hope that answers your question there. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Cartoon Wife, okay, there you go. Said the same thing. Tila, 2 great memories, Sam. Thank you. Roadside lounging. I can't wait to see the new house. Me either. Danny B, what I mean is, to get from West Phoenix to East Phoenix, is it half an hour or 1 hour? It all depends on which city in particular and what time of day. But I would say if you're traveling, let's just say from where I used to live in Avondale to where I live now in Gilbert, 45 minutes to an hour, okay, to give you an idea. But again, it all depends on traffic. If there was zero traffic, I would say 45 minutes, between the West Valley and the East Valley. And now, since then, though, they built the new 202. There's now an extension on the 202, so it might be faster now. But I would say 45 minutes. Depending, okay, from the west to the east. Cartoon Wife can correct me. That's the gist I would say. It all depends. There's variables on the time of day, the traffic, and if you take the new 202 extension. Okay, let's see here, guys. You got a lot of good stuff here, guys, today. Okay, Tippy Toes, are you guys seeing a reduction in COVID rates? I haven't looked at the stats lately. As far as I know, they were trending down. So they definitely were trending down. But I have not been to azhsomething.gov in a while. Okay. C&J Maine, what are the dimensions of the new pool design? It's a rectangle. I don't know. I can't tell you. It's just a rectangle. It's a standard pool. I've talked about the pool a gazillion times here. It's just a rectangle. Maybe Cartoon Wife knows the dimensions. Andrew Asher, have you used Pizzeria Bianco? No, I have not gone there. My brother gave me a gift card like 2 Christmases ago. I've yet to go to Pizzeria Bianco. And for you guys that don't know, Pizzeria Bianco is one of the top 5 rated pizzerias in the entire United States. The entire United States is one of the top 5 pizzerias, and this guy has yet to go. And pizza is my favorite cuisine. I got the card here somewhere. I've yet to go. I really need to before the card don't work no more. But at some point I need to go. You're absolutely right. But this little thing came up called COVID. I know some people don't wear masks. This thing happened and I haven't dined anywhere. I have people deliver it to me. I haven't actually gone out anywhere. And I don't live anywhere near the city of Phoenix. I live in Gilbert. So it's a nice drive, and I don't foresee any delivery guys driving that far to bring me a delivery. I could probably order it and go pick it up. I know that's what you're probably thinking, but I don't have the desire to drive to Phoenix. Okay, let's see here. Cartoon Wife, LOL, I don't know the length and width exactly, but it's 80 linear feet around in total. Danny B, it would be cool if you asked the A-Team to do a video with you again and show a map with affordable and desirable areas. Monica Garcia, I live in the West Valley and it takes me 40 minutes to get to Gilbert from the 202. You see, Monica, I said 45, so I was close. I was close there, Monica. So how long does it take you to see your sister in San Diego? 5 hours? 5.5? 4.5 if you drive fast. So do you stop at Yuma halfway to your trip? I'm just curious. That's what I do. Let's move on to more questions that were asked previously, right after I take a sip and again promote our sponsors. If you're looking for real estate here in the Arizona Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team. I'm trying to make up for the times I forgot to promote them. Good thing they don't watch the show. Okay, Ms. Maria C., where is Sour Patch? It's too hot in here for Sour Patch. She left. She was here earlier, and she left. It's hot as freaking balls in here. It's hot. It's really freaking hot. That's why I drink so much water, guys, because it's freaking boiling upstairs. Cartoon Wife came in one day after I finished streaming, and she was like, I don't know how you do it. It's too hot in here. I'm staying downstairs. So I don't know what to tell you there, Mrs. Maria C. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's move on to a question that was asked previously from our friend Fitzmagic62. Which university you'd recommend in Arizona? There's a lot of different colleges here in the Valley. A lot. The big two are ASU and U of A. U of A has a big campus in Tucson, and ASU has a large campus in Tempe. I think I pronounced it right, Tempe. So Cartoon Wife, she did 2 years to get her associates at Estrella Mountain Community College. She did 2 years there, and then she finished off her bachelor's at ASU. And she split it up between doing it online, Tempe, and the Mesa campus, Polytech. So which one I recommend? I don't have any recommendations for colleges in particular. But those are the big two. They have tons of other ones. Tons and tons and tons of other ones. And I know I'm going to upset people that I don't talk about GCU and I don't talk about that and about this. I'm only talking about the big two, all right? So, and they have lots of different campuses sprinkled throughout. I think there's even a campus in that crappy Lake Havasu town. So, for ASU. So, I can't really promote any campus or school, but there's tons of them down here. So if you're interested in going, or maybe you have a kid that you are thinking about going, I highly recommend you have them come up here and take a look and get a feel, a vibe for it, So I hope that answers your question. Oh, look at this. More stuff over here. C&J Maine. By the way, I think you guys signed up for Patreon, so I want to thank you. I've yet to put anything on Patreon since you joined. But for you guys that don't know, I have a Patreon page for the channel. If you're interested in supporting the channel, go to patreon.com/Arizona Living. So, Have I ever gone to Mexico for dental work? C&J Maine asked. No, I have not. You know, here's the thing. For years and years and years, whenever I went to the dentist, they would ask me if I was like a tooth model. I kid you not. They were like, your teeth are perfect. And now that I'm older, they never see that anymore. Now it's like, you got cavities. I put a crown. Now they got tartar buildup. They never ever ask me if I'm a tooth model anymore. So no, I've never been to Mexico for any sort of medical procedure, to answer your question. Tila, Sam, if you could shop for free for 1 year at one store, which would it be? The Disney store. What is it, Tila? You're trying to get me fired up tonight. You asked me about Trump, and now you're asking me about the damn mouse. You know, every Christmas, Cartoon Wife and I, we spend at least $300-400 from the stupid Disney store at the Chandler Fashion Center Mall. Okay, at least. This past Christmas, I think it was $400. So, and we have a lot of nieces and nephews, and of course Rory. I mean, the kid's name is Aurora for Sleeping Beauty. So Cartoon Wife is a crazy freaking mouse fanatic, and I hate the mouse, as you all know. So if I could shop for free at one store alone, solamente, it would be Costco, okay, or Walmart, either or, because that's where we get most of our stuff. Walmart, we do trunk pickups, and Costco, I go once in a while now. I don't go so often. I used to go every single weekend. Now I don't go so much. I'm going to go with Walmart since they got trunk pickups, and that's where I get my waters that I love so much. All right. Thanks for the question there, Tila. I see what you're doing. You and Phil are trying to get me fired up tonight. Okay. Cartoon Wife. Okay, here we go. She would shop at the Disney store if I wanted to save money. Very funny. Very funny. Yeah, and she likes freaking expensive-ass Disney purses, guys. She's got like 2 or 3 freaking expensive-ass Dooney and Burke Disney purses. I can't make that up. Can't make it up. Okay, let's see here. Okay, C&J Maine love the Disney store. Danny B, Sam is an honorary Italian and an honorary Mexican. You're absolutely right. But I used to say I was an honorary Italian, but ever since I found out that Christopher Columbus, I'm related to him, he's like my 14th grandfather, I'm legit Italian now. You know, Cartoon Wife will roll her eyes, and yeah, both my parents are Puerto Rican. But if you go back in time, with the freaking, family tree, I am related to Christopher Columbus. You know, you don't get more Italian than that. Okay, a lifetime of water, Sam. Very funny there, Phil. Cartoon Wife, I have 3 purses and a wallet. Thanks for sharing. Yves Coop, would you rather live in where? Vista Sinina or Awatuki? I don't know what Vista C is, but Awatuki is okay. I think you butchered the spelling of both, whatever they are. I assume that's Awatuki. But Awatuki is okay. I lived there for 6 months. But if I had a choice between Awatuki and where I currently live in Gilbert, I would choose Gilbert. Gilbert's more family oriented. And again, we're leaving Gilbert and we're moving to Queen Creek next year. All right. Let me, hold on. Andrew Asher, will Ricky and Rocco make guest appearance? I've been thinking about that, actually, because they need to get more acclimated with Sour Patch. They don't get along. But my issue is we've removed the gate that we had by the stairs. And Ricky and Rocco have yet to go up the stairs, okay? And my fear is that if I bring them here to introduce you, the studio's upstairs. And I don't want them thinking it's okay for them to come upstairs and start peeing everywhere. So I kind of like that they stay downstairs without the gate, but I'm going to say no. I don't want them coming up and peeing everywhere. That's a problem they have. And yes, they're housebroken, but they're a pain in the ass. They like the mark still, believe it or not. And we got this. Here's a side note. Cartoon Wife can tell you what it's called. They like to freaking pee in the carpet in the living room. And Cartoon Wife bought this thing for like $85. They said it was a miracle. I was skeptical. It's this spray. It's a liquid. You spray on the pee spots in the carpet, and it eats the pee. The carpet's fine. It just eats the urine. The urine like disappears. I'm not even making this up. I couldn't believe it. Cartoon Wife read like 1,000,001 reviews, and that's why she bought it. She bought like a gallon of it. Like it's huge. It's going to last a lifetime. And it works. It freaking works. I kid you not. And you don't even have to scrub it in. You just spray and the pee just disappears. It's freaking amazing. But yeah, she could comment on what it's called. Let's see here. I missed a couple things, guys. Okay, Cartoon Wife. Probably in the new house. They aren't allowed upstairs. Mrs. Marie C. Enjoying the homeschooling going for the new school year. Homeschooling's been hard. It's been hard. Little Rory, we set up her desk downstairs with Cartoon Wife's old laptop, and she starts class at 9:30. The first hour is, I think it's more like first 45 minutes is, web, where she could see the teacher and the teacher can see her, and the teacher don't play. At 9:30 on the nose, she starts teaching. There's none of this pleasantries. Oh, how is everyone doing? There's none of that. 9:30, it's all business. So one time we had an issue where she was 10 minutes late and Rory was completely lost. Because again, there's no pleasantries. It's down to business as soon as the freaking class starts. Because she only has like 45 minutes. So she's got to knock it out, right? The teacher. But it's been a challenge. It's been a real challenge. Cartoon Wife ended up getting this whiteboard where she kind of wrote down all Rory's schedule. So she needs to be more regimented. So from this time to this time, she does this. It's challenging. Not going to lie. It's really freaking challenging, the whole homeschooling thing. But we're getting through it. Is she learning the same rate she would if she was in the class? No. I can tell you that. She is not learning. And she had such a big break. She's gone behind a little bit in math in particular, but now she's quickly getting it up to speed again. The other day I asked her what's 6 minus 4, and she had to think about it. She's like counting her fingers and her toes, and she's like calling a friend for help. And I'm like, how do you not know what 6 minus 4 is? So it's been challenging. Okay, as you can see, I'm a little frustrated by the situation, but she's a very smart kid. She's too smart. She's 7 going on 17. The kid is really smart, but she has an attitude problem on her. She gets it from Cartoon Wife. So let's see what the comments are here, guys. Okay, and she's watching right now, by the way, downstairs with Cartoon Wife. I'm sure of it. At Cartoon Wife, how does it feel to be married to a Christopher Columbus future generational offspring? Cartoon Wife at TV Tells, it's an honor. Very funny, guys. Very funny. Patricia P. Hi. Are there any ice rinks in the Phoenix area? Have you ice skated? Yes. There's a place in North Scottsdale I've been to twice called the Ice Den. I used to skate when I was real young, and I have this whole story about how I had 2 friends that were all about ice skating, and I didn't know how to ice skate. And the place was called Warren-Aco in, I think it was Lyndhurst, it was Linden, New Jersey, I think it was. Linden, New Jersey, a place called Warren-Aco. Anyway, we went on a Friday night, and I had no idea how to skate. And my ass hit every square foot of that ice rink. And I made a goal. I was going to the following Friday, I was going to skate around the rink, holding on to the side. And I did that. Then I made another goal. I was going to skate around the perimeter while holding on to anything. And it was on Friday nights that I would do this, and everyone would laugh their asses off of me falling every 2 seconds. But I did it. And then time passed, and eventually I got brave, and I was like, all right, I'm going to skate to the middle of the rink. And I did that. And it was scary, because I didn't know how I was going to get back. And then eventually, I actually learned how to ice skate. And the way I did it was I would look at other people, how they were doing it. And now I never really learned how to stop. So I would stop like Super Grover. I would just crash into a wall. But eventually I got pretty good at it. But I had a bum knee from football. So I always had to be really freaking careful ice skating. But anyway, when I went with Rory to the Ice Den and Cartoon Wife, they had those red things, like you hold on to it. And it's not like riding a bike. I completely forgot how to skate. Completely. All these years later. So I'm glad they had that thing, or else I would have fallen on my ass for sure. And at this age, I would have hurt myself. So anyway, yeah, they definitely have ice skating rinks here. The one I know of that I've been to is in North Scottsdale. I'm sure they have more than that. Okay, let's see here. What other comments did I miss, guys? Yes, Coop. When did you last go to Flagstaff? I went this past Christmas to Flagstaff. It was freaking snowing like crazy. Cartoon Wife's family, they rented a big ass Airbnb, and we stayed one night solamente, because Cartoon Wife, her job, she couldn't stay away very long, so we only stayed one night. And I'm glad it was just one night. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad it was just one night. Because there were kids that were screaming all night long. One night, and that was it. As you all know, I am a loner. I prefer just to be home alone with my immediate family. I don't like to be in a big-ass house with tons of other people. No thank you. I don't care how big and how nice the house was. I'd rather be in my own house. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to take another sip because I'm getting parched because I'm talking super fast. And we've been going out for almost 1 hour, guys. Almost 1 hour, maron. It's almost 8:30 over here. Little Roy is bringing me the pea stuff I was just talking about. Not sponsored. So this is called Pet Peed. This is the amazing stuff.
My Pet Peed.
Oh, it's My Pet Peed? Oh, yeah, she's right. It's My Pet Peed. And it's freaking amazing. And I kid you not, you spray this and the pee freaking disappears. I'm trying not to curse. It just disappears like it's freaking magic. Again, this is not sponsored, and it was freaking expensive.
And we have a gallon.
We have a gallon of it. A gallon. This is not a gallon, obviously. You refill this. But, it was expensive. It was like $85. And when I saw the bill, I asked Cartoon, I'm like, what the hell is this? And she explained it, and she was, she read the reviews. She was like, this money back guarantee if you don't like it. Anyway, there's Sour Patch right here, guys. Sour Patch is right here. You can't see her, but she's right here. Anyway, she might jump on the sofa in a minute, but she's right here, guys. You guys asked about Sour Patch. Okay. Oh, I missed some stuff over here. Excuse me, I got some gas because I drank water too fast. Cartoon Wife, the spray for pet urine is called My Pet Peed. There you go. Okay, what's up, Petostics? It's going well. Tila, Sam, don't laugh, but would you rather have a third eye or a third arm? Ho, ho, ho. Whoa, you guys. So a third eye would give me the ability to see the future, I think. And a third arm would give me the ability to do multitasking? I guess that's what you're saying. I am thinking the third eye. Because with the third eye, that kind of makes you smarter as opposed to having an extra arm to do activities. I'm going to go with the third eye there, Tila. Is that the right answer? Okay. Petostics. Have you ever tried Nature's Miracle? Yes. That stuff is not nearly as good as this stuff. Nature's Miracle is crap compared to this stuff. This stuff is on a different level. We've used Nature's Miracle for years, and the results are nothing. I mean, nothing like this. I'm getting fired up, and they're not even sponsors, okay? I'm not getting a dime from saying My Pet Peed product is freaking off the hook awesome. I should get a sponsorship link, okay, an affiliate link, but I'm just telling you, I couldn't freaking believe it. Cartoon Wife talked it up based on the reviews, and I was skeptical. I was like, $85. Are you freaking kidding me? The pee, it was like this big, the pee spot, right? She sprayed that crap, and it freaking disappeared. Like the dogs never peed on it. I couldn't believe it. And she didn't even scrub it or nothing. It just fucking disappeared. I cursed. I'm trying not to curse. All right. I see a lot of comments here, guys, okay? A lot of comments. Okay, Cartoon Wife wrote, yes, it works okay. This My Pet Peed stuff is incredible. I've never seen anything work as well. We had some pretty bad stains, and they're gone. Yes, that is true. Petostics, I'm in the pet business. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, Petostics, it's amazing, but it's freaking expensive as all hell. $85 for a gallon. I hope the gallon lasts us forever and ever and ever. But it's freaking expensive, but it does the job. That much I can tell you. Okay, Danny B, are HOA fees a necessary evil? If someone breaks in your apartment, the maintenance crew fixes your stuff. The answer is yes and no. Most of the places here have HOAs, which are homeowners associations. Most, not all. One of my brother-in-laws lives in the Phoenix, in the city of Phoenix, and he has an above-ground pool in his front yard. I'm not making that up. He lives in the city of Phoenix. He has an above-ground pool in his front yard. An HOA would not allow that, okay? It's as ghetto as it gets. And his neighbor has, like a shopping cart in his front yard, just to give you a visual of the neighborhood, okay? So, HOAs, yes, they're a necessary evil. Sometimes they're a pain in the ass. Like they'll give you a fine if you don't pull your weeds. Some will fine you if you park in the street and not in your driveway at night. Every HOA is different, but they're a necessary evil, because the bottom line is this: they're all about maintaining the value of the neighborhood. So when you eventually go to sell, you don't have your neighbor across the street who painted his house polka dots or has an above ground pool in their front yard. So you get the most money you can when you go to sell. That's the whole point of the HOA. And no one told me that. I had to figure that out for myself. Because at first I was like, what's this HOA crap? And I figured out they are necessary evil, unfortunately. I'm not thrilled with them, but hey, in my current situation, they actually take care of the landscaping both in my front yard and backyard. All I have is a side yard, which is the space between my house and the neighbor's house, and it's all fenced. So I don't have to worry about getting any fines regarding weeds. So that's cool. Okay, let's see here. How expensive? It all depends. We pay, I think now, $89 for our current HOA, and the new place is going to be like $110. It's about $100, right? If I had to average it out. It all depends. Some places have 2 HOAs. You have to pay 2 HOAs, believe it or not. Okay, Tila. Sam, back to Disney for a moment. Seriously, Tila, back to Disney. Humor me. Which of the 7 dwarfs is most like you? Grumpy. Grumpy. Definitely grumpy. That's me right there. Tila, you agree? You agree there, cartoon wife? I'm going to go with grumpy. Let's see here. Tippy Toes. Have you guys been to that ghost town tourist attraction outside of Gilbert? No, we haven't. Because I don't even know what you're talking about. Traveling YouTube channel producers will vlog there for their videos. Here's a little tidbit for you there, Tippy Toes. I'm not really all about Arizona, like I said before. If Cartoon Wife wasn't so gung-ho about staying near her freaking family, I'd be in New Jersey right now, okay? For sure. My job would I'm pretty sure my job would be cool with me relocating to Jersey. We do have an office in New York, but I would work from home predominantly. I'm pretty sure they would be cool with me moving to New Jersey. But even if they weren't, I've had 20 jobs. I know how to get another job. It's not that hard. I wrote a book about it too. It's on Amazon. It's called The Extreme Job Hunting Guide. It's an ebook for Kindle. But I've had over 20 jobs. I could get another one. It's not the end of the world. But again, I would be in Jersey right now if it wasn't for Cartoon Wife refusing to leave her precious family. Refusing. So I tell that I'm not all about Arizona. I have about 20 more city tours I need to do. And I've done over 300 videos talking about Arizona. I said everything and anything I could possibly think of about Arizona. What about the bugs? What about security? Which city is better? Where is there good places to eat? Yada, 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 yada. I'm done talking about Arizona. I want this channel to be more about comedy, not so much about living in Arizona. I made the whole freaking, why do you think I spent so much time making the Masterclass? That's everything I know about moving and living in Arizona. Is on that 1 hour, 42-minute Masterclass. For you guys that are interested, you go to moveaz.weebly.com. Yes, that is another cheap plug, guys. Okay, yet another cheap plug. So, here we go. We got more comments over here. Okay. Oh, I missed a few things. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, I missed quite a few things. Cartoon Wife, Grumpy, there you go. Cool user, Sam, would you become a truck driver and move freight from Phoenix to LA and back? Preferably no. I've driven larger trucks, not 16-gear trucks, but larger trucks. And I get bored way too easy, and that would not be a job for me. No, I would get bored way too easy, and I would have to stop every 2 hours to stretch my legs, and I don't think they would like that too much. So no, I would not do that job. That job is not for me. And nothing wrong with that job, it's just not for me. Okay, Taylor, third eye would be handy. Yes, Sam, good. Danny B, Phil, thanks. Monica Garcia, I just want to say that I really appreciate Cartoon Wife chiming in. All right. Phil, Danny B, no problem. Cartoon Wife wrote to Monica, thanks. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys do too. C&J Maine, I agree, Monica. Love that Cartoon Wife is joining in on the conversation. Petostics. I'm sorry. At Arizona Living, do you know how the rent is for as far as renting a brick and mortar storefront? I do not. I'm sorry. The A team would know though, because they have 2 brick and mortar restaurants. They got Tom Sen Cafe between Thomas and Central in Phoenix, and then they of course have Thai Gourmet in Avondale. So they are very familiar with how much it costs to have a brick and mortar storefront. So just contact the A team. C&J Maine, I like you, Tila. Love Disney. Okay. Tila at Phil, I know, babe. I'm pushing it. Cartoon Wife, LOL. I would unblock you. Tila, no worries. I got you back. Okay, there we go. And everyone loves Cartoon Wife. Yay, Cartoon Wife. And you guys are going to thank Cartoon Wife at the end of this, even though I'm the one freaking sweating my ass off over here in freaking 89-degree weather in my freaking studio, drinking tons of water. I might have to call Rory for more water because I'm starting to run out. This is all I got left, guys. We've been at this over an hour and 6 minutes, and I still got a lot of questions to answer that you guys previously asked, because this guy said he wasn't going to stream unless he had 10 questions, all right? Because my feelings were hurt that nobody showed up the other day because freaking YouTube did not send notifications, all right? So let me go and read another question that was previously asked, okay? Let's see. Daniel Bedoy asked a similar question. Can you discuss the different universities in Arizona from Flagstaff to the Phoenix Valley? I kind of touched upon that already. The big 2 schools here are ASU and U of A. I'm not going to go over all of them. They both have pros and cons. Cartoon Wife went to ASU. She has it in for people that went to U of A because there's a stupid little rivalry. If you watch the Tucson City Tour, there's tons of comments that people did not appreciate Cartoon Wife bad-mouthing U of A and the neighborhood of Tucson because she has it out for U of A because of the stupid school rivalry. I could give a rat's ass about either school, to be honest with you. I don't care. You know, all I know is that I owe ASU a ton of money for Cartoon Wife schooling, and I need to pay them back at some point, and I really honestly don't care about either school. Okay, and this whole channel is about my uncensored opinion. You know, you watch the other guys that do videos about Arizona, they're not as entertaining. Yes, they share a lot more information, but they're not. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you that if I had all the money in the world, I would not live in freaking Arizona. I tell you that much. And if Cartoon Wife wasn't so adamant about staying near her freaking family, I'd be in Jersey right now, okay? And no, I'm not in witness protection. I'm just calling it like it is, all right? I am telling you the truth. It's ironic that the channel is called Arizona Living. It's ironic that I have sponsors that are realtors that sell houses here in Arizona. I'm a walking contradiction. I realize this, but I'm telling you, I speak from the heart. This is my cheap therapy. I'm telling you how it is, okay? I'm not sugarcoating it. Arizona's the best place on earth. You'll never freaking hear me say that. Never. Nunca, okay? Yes, that was Spanish, okay? I did that a little bit there for you. Okay. Let's see here. What I miss on the live stream here? Hey Shaw007, do you like Malta? I'm not a big fan of Malta, tell you the truth. Tried it for the first time a few months ago. It was really good. I'm just not a fan of Malta. For you guys that don't know, it's like a Puerto Rican pop, you know, like soda. It's not for me. It's malt. Okay, Cartoon Wife. LOL, right, Phil? I cannot express how hot it is up there. I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating. I might have to take another shower. C&J Maine, wanted to thank you, Sam, for talking about how much you enjoy Walmart order and pickup. Used it for the first time yesterday. Only way to go. I actually prefer Target pickup. Target seems to have their act more together. Like on the app, we tell them we're on our way. We pull up, they know we're there, and they come out immediately. Walmart, sometimes it could take a little while. Could take 15, 20 minutes for them to actually bring the stuff to your car. It's not horrible, but it's not as efficient as Target. Target, I roll in, they're most of the time they're waiting for me. They load the stuff and I drive away. it's never the same exact experience at Walmart. Walmart's always taking a little longer in my experience. So you may want to try the Target pickup. The only difference is really, besides it taking longer at Walmart gives perishables where Target does not. So try out Target. Let me know what you think about that. But thanks for giving that a shot there, C&J, Maine. Danny B, at Cartoon Wife, which Arizona University is best? Oh, good. ASU. Of course, Cartoon Wife is going to say ASU because that's where she went. She's not going to say U of A. No way. Okay. Okay, we got more questions I have not addressed yet, and I got the best question yet coming up. Okay? Okay, let's see here. Here it is, guys. Here's the best question of the night that I got previously, and it's from our friend Tila. Sam, do you believe in ghosts? Now, this question is a loaded question because you're asking me about philosophy. You're asking me if I believe in life after death. You're asking me about my religion. All rolled in one there, Tila. All rolled in one. Here's the thing. I grew up Catholic. Okay, remember? Brooklyn, Bensonhurst, very Italian neighborhood. Went to freaking church every Sunday. I even did the CCD classes. I got all my certifications. I got baptized. I got confirmed. I even did pre-Cana before my first marriage. Okay, I got all my certifications. Right? Now, however, I have to tell you, just like with political parties right now, I have no affiliation. I am not affiliated with any political party. I'm not affiliated with any religious organization. Okay, I'm totally 100% independent. Now, do I believe that there's somebody up there like Santa Claus with a naughty and nice list? No, I don't believe that. Nor do I believe that if you don't call this God by a particular name, that their ego is so fragile you automatically go to hell. Now, I'm going to paraphrase something that Ricky Gervais said, all right? Ricky Gervais, the comedian, I'm going to paraphrase something he said. He said, throughout time, there have been hundreds of gods, if not thousands of gods, worshipped, right? Well, Catholics believe in one God. Well, Ricky Gervais believes in just one less God than Catholics. That's kind of where I'm at. Would I title myself as an atheist? Maybe. But I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. I believe in universal laws, like karma, like the law of attraction. I'm relatively a good person, relatively a good person, Now, do I believe in ghosts? Kinda. I mean, I could believe that there's other dimensions that your soul could go to after this, and you could kind of have some sort of interaction. Do I believe in fortune tellers? Absolutely, I believe in fortune tellers, 100%. I'll tell you a story. Years ago in Brooklyn, all my good stories start with years ago in Brooklyn. My mom took me to a psychic, and it took us forever to get there. And this person came highly recommended, right? And she didn't speak a lick of English. So I went to her, and my mom was acting as the translator. And at the time, I need to preface, at the time, I was only dating white girls, okay? Only white girls. I had like the Hugh Hefner, only blonde policy at the time. And in terms of jobs, I was waiting to start my brand new job. I had been given an offer, and I was going to start my job like in 2 weeks, right? So we went to the psychic, and she said two crazy things. She said, number one, that I was going to marry a Latina girl, but she was not going to be the right one for me. And two, she said, I foresee 2 jobs in your immediate future. And so I walked out of there saying, I don't know what the hell this lady's talking about. But sure enough, I ended up marrying a Mexican girl, and we got divorced. And between me leaving the psychic and knowing I was going to start my new job in 2 weeks, I was offered a temporary job for 1 week at Unilever, where I was a human answering machine for 1 week. Okay? My job was to pick up the phone and take messages. That was my whole job. For the whole week, I read a book, and I think I took 2 calls. And they paid me for a whole week for that. And the cool thing with Unilever, they're the people that make Lipton iced tea. Every hour on the hour, they would have like this guy with a cart and say it was tea time, and he would give you tea. I kid you not. I can't make that up. And this was in Jersey. So I do believe in psychics 100%. Do I believe in ghosts? Kinda. I guess you could say kinda. So I hope that answers your question there, Tila. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Cartoon wife. Seriously though, it depends on what you're studying. U of A is a bit better in the science health realm. ASU has a fair, superior business school, engineering school, and journalist communication program. Andrew Asher. What score will Rory's school be in Queen Creek? I don't remember. I want to say it was either an 8 or a 9. She currently goes to a school. It's a 9. I honestly don't remember. Maybe Cartoon Wife remembers. I know it's either an 8 or a 9. It's not a 10. It's either an 8 or a 9. I don't remember. But I know it's up there. It was a good school rating. At Danny B, at Cartoon Wife. Okay, I'm checking out ASU website for BFA in sculpture. It looks cool, but I have to visit facilities and research staff. Too bad it's not online. Guys, I'm parched. We've been going now an hour and 16 minutes, and I still have 2 more questions that were previously asked, guys. So I want to drink this. I still have 1 more after this I can drink, worst case, and I want to answer those 2 questions and then get the hell out of here because I'm melting. I'm freaking melting in here. Okay, hold on 1 second. While I drink this, here's a card. Let's promote the A-Team again. All right, guys. Cartoon Wife. My sister got her BFA in painting from ASU. Okay. 2 more questions that were previously asked, guys. Phil. Sam, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear, I would say, would be not being able to provide financially for my family and mice. Because I hate mice, including the mouse. Mickey Mouse. Okay, Tila, I hate the mouse. So that's the answer there, Phil. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Last question, guys. Last question. Go to the gym. Sam, I won't be able to tune in this weekend because I'll be busy driving to AZ, so I'll catch you on the flip side. But I like the music you play on the outtake when you sign off. Where is that from? How did you come across it? Is it a band? P.S. That's the 10th question, all right? So, the outro music that he's talking about, and I'll you know what? I don't want to talk over it because then you may not hear me, but here's the deal. And then we'll actually play the outro. When I first got started doing vlogging, I bought this package called, what was it called? I don't know. I bought the Pro Music Pack. I don't even remember how much I spent, but it was called the Pro Music Pack, and it came with lots of songs that people use for their YouTubing, right? And one of the songs was called Wild Girl. And that's the song that I play on my outro. I have 100% rights to use the song. I never have to worry. YouTube's never called me out on it saying I don't have rights to play the song. It's called Wild Girl. I can't tell you the author. All I can tell you is I bought this thing called the Pro Music Pack, and I definitely have the rights to play it, okay? I'm not claiming I own it. I did not hire someone to make it. I bought this thing called the Pro Music Pack, okay? So let me check out what's going on the live stream over here. Tippy Toes, you should change your video titles to Q&A with Sam and Cartoon Wife. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Calm down. Calm down. No, we're not changing any titles here. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we'll see. I'm sweating my balls off upstairs, and she's downstairs in a freaking cool living room with Rory watching on our big screen there, Phil. Okay, I'm starting to lose it, guys. It's freaking hot. Tila, Mickey loves you, Sam, except him. No, I hate the mouse. I hate the freaking mouse. You know what? I'll show you something interesting. I'll show you something interesting there, Tila. I wasn't planning on doing this, but you've drove me to this, Tila. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Okay, real quick. All right. I have something I want to share with you guys. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. 1 second, guys. I got something interesting I want to show you. All right, give me 1 second. This is the thumbnail for a future video, Tila. Future video. Here we go. There's the thumbnail, Tila. The mouse must die. Okay? That's for you guys. I have a whole video where I talk about how I hate Disney World, okay? And I hate the freaking mouse. You wanted to fire me up, Tila? You got it. Okay, I hate the damn mouse. So let's see what other questions we have here, if any. Okay. Tippy Toes, he doesn't want me stealing his thunder, Cartoon Wife said. Very funny. Very funny. All right, guys. We're coming to the end. I'm freaking... it's hotter than balls here. I'm trying not to curse. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds to ask whatever you want to ask. And if there's no more questions, I'm lying off. 10 seconds. I know there's a huge delay between the time you guys type and the time I see it. I'm fading quick. Okay? Hold on. Tila, poor Mickey. Phil, laughing my ass off, Sam. That's right. I have a guy in Morocco. His name's Muhammad. He does all my thumbnails. And so I have a ton of thumbnails. You know, like I said, I kid you not, there's going to be 30 videos every morning, 6 a.m. I put out this whole week. I started this past Monday. So there's been 5 new videos. Well, 6, including today. And there's going to be a total of 30 of these videos. So you have a few more weeks of getting new videos every morning from me. And again, they're just tidbits from these long live streams. Tippy Toes. Have a great night, Sam. Take care of Sam and Cartoon Wife. All right, guys. I guess we're going to end it there. That concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know below what questions can I answer for you regarding moving to or living in Arizona. Till next time! Yes, Jay DeQuento, I blew out the candles. I know you always reminded me to blow out the candles. Cartoon Wife, for you guys that don't know, Cartoon Wife doesn't want me to have candles up here because I forgot once and the fire alarms went off. It was a bad scene and I wasn't home that night. All right, guys. Peace out.